I gotta play devil's advocate on this one. All right, y'all. Let me back the mic up real quick.
Right.
Testing 1 2. Make sure y'all hear me. Yo, people don't respect what they don't pay for.
My success, it ain't random. Float on the scene like a phantom. You and I should be on one accord. Together one hell of a tandem. I done cut ties to take it this high. The top is my spot, no questioning why. Took some L's like a champ, I just keep finding wins cause I'm really inspired. Just turn.
Heavenly Father, I come to you today just giving graces and thanks for another moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Success Ain't Random Podcast. I pray that, hey, you use our words, our thoughts, our perspectives to enlighten, inspire, and most importantly, impact. Let's go, man. Success Ain't Random Podcast, and I'm your boy, VNLJ. Welcome back again. You feel me? Man, bruh, it feels great to be back in the forum. Y'all like my new, y'all like the studio, y'all like the vibes. Man, this is a little bit different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm joined today. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick. As much as I love this song, you feel me? We're gonna bring it down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. I'm joined with some brothers. They have an amazing perspective and tons of gems, and we're gonna chop it up today. You feel me? Man, let's get to it. First and foremost, I want to give you a proper introduction. You already know how we do. I'm gonna start off with my man. I don't know when you're watching this, if this is your left, my left, whatever, but I'm talking about my left. Yo, artist, visionary. Man got a swag. Boy came in here with a whole fedora on. Let's go.
Oh.
My dog.
Drip.
Spec to dope. What's good, man?
What's good, man? Spec to dope.
Hey, man, the bomb is intense, so run that back.
Spec to dope. Forever young till the sun done. Man got series streaming everywhere. You did. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Now I gotta introduce y'all to my OG. He was just here. He looks like he's about to be a regular here. You feel me? Now I know he's quite partial to the bombs, so I'm gonna make sure I drop one for him because I was gonna change it up and hit you with the air horns, but it's good. I got you, my G. My guy Arthur, anticipated host of the Black POB podcast coming out soon. Make some noise for my boy MA.
Hey. You already know. Hey, we here, man.
We
Black
here, man.
POB podcast. Stay tuned, man. Yeah, Styles by MA. Go ahead and check me out. Drip all day. You know what I mean?
Let's go, man. Yo, I'm never gonna get tired of all these sound effects. Like they should have never gave. Hey, I apologize wherever you listen to this at. I pray you got headphones and they're not on max volume. Hey, speaking of that, y'all, the other day I don't know what I was even listening to. I think I was listening to I was listening to a podcast. Matter of fact, why my phone told me that I needed to lower the volume. I was like, hey.
Oh, I got that too. Yeah.
Check out Apple out here. What'd you say?
I said Apple be on it though. They trying to make sure we right.
Hey man, check out Apple out here, man. They over here worrying about our health. Actually,
Right.
You feel me? Yeah, nah, we not with that. I like my music jamming. Okay, y'all. All right, so first time we was here, it was me and my boy MA. We was chopping it up, and matter of fact, let's do this real quick. We was chopping it up, and we're talking about this young lady, Zoe, from Where the Inspiration, bruh, killing it.
Yes, 13.
Spec, I don't know. You don't follow any of this, so I'm gonna catch you up to speed. I think you might have saw my reel But we had a young 13-year-old boss.
Right.
Boss, okay? Young 13-year-old boss. Two businesses, brand, DIY business box where you can figure out if you want to be in STEM, philanthropy, or entrepreneurship just by scanning a QR code. Wrote a book on coding. Yes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And man, she's out here killing it. And all of the people that she wanted to collab with, she had already took the initiative and went and meet them at various masterminds and classes. And she just so happened to be politicking with us in the live with This Is Nikki. Shout out This Is Nikki for one time. These will forever be Nikki's air horns. Like that. These will be ever be Nikki's air horns.
Facts.
To not ramble.
Wait.
Do you think?
You said this young lady is 13 years old?
13, bro. Yes. Killing it. Like
She's not even in high school yet.
No, not at all.
That's crazy.
Bro, like I wish you could have saw it, dog. It was like seeing a young, I'm sure we saw somebody who's gonna be like one of the future thinkers and leaders of like our community. Like in the we saw her, I got a chance to see her in the flesh at a young age. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was nuts, bro. Like, I wish I had access to the to that live so I could show it, but sadly, I don't. So I got to get a part of Nikki's inside group so I can get access to those replays. You feel me, man? But I'm plugging a lot for other people right now. I'm plugging a lot for other people. Yo, the forum brought to you by Success Ain't Random Podcast. You already know what it is, man. You know what we here to do. We turn talkers into doers and make average into extraordinary. And if that is you in the right place. Whew. Yo, so I'm gonna push this one to my man in May.
What we got today, bro?
After this conversation that we had, bro, after the clip was put out, the young lady actually reached out to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was like, yo, this is extremely dope. I appreciate this. Thank you. You know what I mean? And shout out to you. Shout out to you. That was dope. But I told her something, and I don't want to butcher it. And it's pretty much the topic of what we're talking about today.
Okay.
I want to come to y'all with a concept. After I posted this reel, right? It got a lot of good feedback, a lot of good traction. People saw it, you know what I mean? And she saw it, which is the main person I wanted to see it was her. Right? I'm gonna be completely real with y'all.
Right.
Okay. This is a young mind, young lady I feel that we need to pour into and continue to push, right? Because like, we already know, man, circumstances of this world is going to try to do everything in its power to like suppress her, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
After posting it and her reaching out, like we had a brief little exchange of words, and I told her, I said, hey, man, the pleasure's all mine. I appreciate you because you don't understand how many people you just inspired just by doing you.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you're talking about, it was 180 something people in there, and we're all adults. You're 13 years old in here, like, going with the gusto, right? Now, this was the part that I was like, we got to talk about it. In our conversation, I told a young lady, I said, look, you're telling me thank you for the post. I want to say thank you because you lit a fire inside of me. Like, you have no idea how many people you just inspired. You feel me? And there's one thing I want to leave you with, and this is the topic of today's conversation. You feel me? Right. You never know who is watching.
Not a thing. That's right.
That's right. Yo, real quick, you never know who's paying attention to your movements, man. When I got that follow from Nikki, any new followers I'm getting, I'm sure anybody that listens to your music, anybody who's picked up the book, anybody who's coming to you for guidance, MA, here's the thing, man, and I want to direct this at the camera to the audience. whatever craft you're in, whatever genre, dream you chasing, understand something, whatever level you're at, there's a level beneath you. Not in a demeaning way, but there's a group of individuals that want to do what you're doing, whatever you're pursuing, they want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So here's the thing, y'all. You don't know who's watching. So
That's right.
I would argue you need to show up every single time.
Every time. Yeah.
Every time.
That
You know,
definitely.
now,
Definitely.
Can I backdoor you on that?
yeah, do your thing, bro.
Check it out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been producing since, I think my startup was 2006, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start seeing success really until about 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real success. You know, I'm like what I consider real success. What I felt was acceptable to say, okay, this is the accolade that I can show people and be like, hey, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But
Yeah, facts.
for years, I just, I picked my bag up. I went to the studio. I made my beats. I wrote my songs. I did what I was supposed to do, and I didn't really ask for applause, or I didn't ask for somebody to come under me and things of that nature. But you know what I'm saying? Just by me doing that, I inspired so many young people under me to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, on another level, it's kind of like I had people that I really, really looked up to, like The Game, like Busta Rhymes, like they told me, like DC Young Fly, like reach out to me and just be like, we like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We want to work with you in the future. Or we could do business like this type thing. You know what I'm saying? So for real, showing up without anybody telling you, because people told me to stop, without anybody inspiring you, putting a battery in your back, you being your own drive like an automatic.
Facts.
You know, you gotta do that. You gotta do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because people watching.
You stay on your hustle all day, man. Once you stay on your hustle, you know you gotta get it. That's just what it is. You don't need, especially us as men, we can't let nobody tell us, oh, you gotta do this. No, we just gotta go get it for ourselves. Period. That's it.
Wait a
So
minute. Go
know,
ahead. Go ahead. Nah,
you
do it.
know me,
Tell
man.
him, son.
We said last time, I don't like hearing excuses. Don't give me no excuses for nothing. We just talked about a 13-year-old out here getting.
Oh man.
It's too early to get deep.
He's talking spicy.
Too early to get deep, bro.
Nah, man. That's what it's all about, bro. Like seriously, we talked about being accountable on the last one. I mean, whatever it is you're trying to do, bro, you gotta muscle it up and actually go ahead and get it. Otherwise, it's just not about to happen. And nobody's gonna hold your hand. That's the other thing. I feel like people get it twisted. They really think that, because you figured it out, because we took the steps to try to do whatever it is we're trying to do, right? That it's like a responsibility of ours to walk out and grab and hold your hand and say, hey, you come with me to where I'm at on my level. And I was having real quick, hold up. Shout out to my boy Dev, man. He'll be on soon. Just wait on that. Just wait. But we were having a conversation about this the other day. There's a reason why it does not work. A lot of times people want you to hold their hand and walk them to the level that you're at. And I got a news flash for y'all. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. The actual failures, the time, the persistence, the consistency, the experience is the thing that allows anybody at a high level to continue to have longevity.
Right.
You can't erase experience. As much as as much as someone spoons feeds you, right, and guides you, experience is like the best teacher. Like, so most people that are at that point don't want to do that. They don't want to walk you. They'll help you. They'll help you for sure, but they would much rather you take the time out to put in some type of effort and show up. Though that's why Zoe got what she got. That's why people was riding for her. That's why people was DMing. That's why people were actually trying to help, because they saw, hey, yo, she took the initiative and was doing it without knowing if it was going to work, and not without knowing if she was doing it right. Right? People are gonna want to pour into you because they're like, yo, this person really, really wants it. They're not waiting for anybody. You feel me?
Not waiting. Like I said, bro, people want it so fast, but you got to go through the experience to get it. You wonder why. And just for a quick example, people want to be millionaires. That's why they put the lottery out there. They want to get it real quick. They don't want to go out here and find a hustle that they can do and go get the bread that they need to get. They want to get it real quick by coming up with a couple of numbers. It's going to take more than luck for you to get where you need to be, bro. So whatever craft, whatever purpose you have in life, you gotta do the research. You gotta go get the materials. You gotta put in the work.
Yeah.
Like I said, 40 hours for an entrepreneur is not possible.
It's not a thing.
You gotta do double time.
It's not a thing.
Right.
So I want to kind of make this personal real quick. Spec, I want to ask you, like you said, when you first started off, man, you weren't getting the accolades. You weren't getting the pat on the back per se. Now, being that you are where you are now, and I feel like I know the answer to this already, would you say, what is the response whenever you run into anybody who wants to start doing what you're doing? Especially the people that've been around you for a long time, per se. How do they approach you with it?
Well, I got family, and that's what I was speaking about earlier. Like the younger generation that came after me. Like I got little cousins. I got a whole bunch of cousins now, for real, that are doing music. You know what I'm saying? But before I actually released the album, because I made music for a long time before I released the album, right? Before I released the album, they was always interested, right? But when I released the album, it was like, oh, this is possible. This is somebody that I know that comes from Lake Charles, small town. Nobody in the world know where this place is other than people in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, dang, this is possible. Like, you could do it. So now they come to me like, cuz, man, how do I do this? How do I get 100,000 streams? How do I blah, 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 this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Because for me, I didn't have nobody, like, break that down and show it to me the way that I would have liked. You know what I'm saying? I had to bump my head a lot. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they actually come to me and I can give them advice. I can help them and walk them through certain things. Like, it feels really good, bro. It feels really good, bro. I can't lie to you, dog. But
so let me ask you a question. When you have the gym, my thing is this: as entrepreneurs, and everybody's doing what they want to do, and you see when people start saying, or they're having these YouTube videos, and they'll say, drop in the link below, and it's only $19.99 to get these tools that I have. When do you get to a certain point where you say, okay, I'm gonna start charging people? Do we continue to give the because this is how I look at it. Like I said, I don't live by the book. If we as a community had the resources for each other to all be millionaires, why do we have to charge each other for the resources that we have?
That right there is exactly the point. See, I'm a man of God, right? So I believe in serving. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like somebody taught me how to make music. They didn't teach me how to promote. They didn't teach me how to put my music out, but they taught me how to take these strings, these drums, and this, that, and the third, and put it together and make a beat, right?
Yeah.
Somebody gave me that. It was
Mm-hmm.
off the love, off the strength. I didn't pay them for that. They gave me that. So everything that I got after that, I gave it willingly.
I'm like right there with you, but I gotta play devil's advocate on this one. All right, y'all. Let me back the mic up real quick.
Right.
Testing 1 2. Make sure y'all hear me. Yo, people don't respect what they don't pay for.
Man, I ain't mad at that.
I don't.
I give you that.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but people do not respect what they don't pay for. I can tell you, speaking from experience, if I got a class, a course, or take my free course, right? And there's some value in that course. Is it the meat? Is it the thing that made this person super successful? No, it's not all of it, but there's some value there, right? And whatever value is there, I didn't have before. So let's just say I didn't have it before, right? So in essence, that helps me. That definitely helps me. Here's the thing, though: it was free. So if I don't use it, if I don't utilize it, if I don't try, if I don't do it, right, I'm not hurting. It doesn't affect anything. But if I paid this $20, guess what? I'm looking to make at least $20 off of whatever it is I'm learning, because that's a return on my investment. If I didn't put any effort into getting it, then I'm not gonna care if I put any effort into actually carrying it out. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's really why the course culture exists. That's the whole essence of that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that's all it is. I do believe in serving. Don't get it twisted. I do think that we all should serve. You know what I mean? Like when you serve, hey. You feel me? You feel me? God is very pleased with you, and you will get blessings in return. That goes without saying, right? But you got to ask yourself sometimes this: am I doing the person a disservice by not making them or not incentivizing them to see the value and if they actually use what I'm giving them?
Exactly.
True.
That's right. Just when I dropped the book, 31 Days of Prayer, which is out right now at Bookshop, my motivational book, I had a lot of people say, man, how did you write a book, bro? Now, people didn't know that I've always been a writer. When I was raised in the church, but I still wanted to be part of the streets. That's just what it was. Mom raised me in the streets, but God was in me. So when I went through what I went through and I started writing that book, it just flowed, man. It just flowed. Then people say, hey, man, can you teach me how to write a book? Can you tell me where to publish it? I started giving gems, but I didn't see them go and put in the work. So I'll give you 2 times to come back to me. After that, then I'm going to charge you.
Yeah, facts.
I'm going to charge you my services on how to do stuff, because you can't keep coming back and not putting in the work.
Yo, go ahead, Spec.
This is my thing about that. If you got a young brother, young sister, or whoever, right? And this is my criteria for giving anybody advice. I have to see your work ethic. I have to see it. I have to know it. I have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all said, I'm not gonna waste my game. And there's been a lot of people who've asked me, hey, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, well, you're not doing A, B, and C first. Once you do A, B, and C, then come see me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I'm big on that, because when I wanted to make music, I was writing lyrics every day. I was humming out my melodies. I was playing it on the piano, even though I didn't know how to play the piano. I was putting in the work. So I didn't have people to show me how to do this. They like, oh, that young brother, he wanna do this. So whenever he gets of age or he gets seasoned enough, I'm gonna bless him with this. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And you
Right.
can see it. You can see it. It ain't nothing that somebody has to really go the extra mile to show you. If somebody comes to you and they're saying these things and they're telling you about what they're doing so far, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know for sure.
You can decipher who's lying or not. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, contrary to popular belief, bro, you don't think you're fooling anybody. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. Okay. If you're talking to
Right.
somebody who genuinely does this, and I'm not claiming to be that or
Right.
nothing like that, but I mean, like, I've spoken to people that have done TED Talks. They've done multiple speaking engagements. They have been on podcast shows. They've been interviewed before, and it's a different level. It's a different level of like, yo, when you pull up and it's surprising to them, or you speak about what you're doing, and their ears perk up like, hey, this young brother, this young sister, they know a little something, something. I'll give you a prime example. I remember when doing the podcast, pulling up to people with my setup. I used to chuckle at how people would respond to it, because I would tell them, hey, yeah, I'll pull up to you. And then when I show up, it's like, Spec, no. When I show up, I got the camera, I got my mics, I got these big lights. I'm literally like setting all this stuff up, and I'm like, okay, wait, does this look right? Does this look right? Set here, move here, do this. You know what I'm saying? But
all out of suitcase, bro. That's crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
A hustler, man. That's a hustler right there, man.
But it goes back to the idea of showing up, though. Like, I don't know what like, I might interview Spec, I might interview UMA, but I don't know who you know. But all I know is when the interview is done, right? You're gonna go and say I was on this podcast. When it comes out, I want y'all to check it out. And hey, shout out to that young brother Vinel J. Man, I like this. I like what he got going on. That might be one more subscriber. That might be one more follower. That might be another interview. That might be another opportunity. So you just really do not know who is watching you. So you should show up every time.
Yeah. I mean, I got that already. As soon as we did the podcast yesterday, I had people already hitting me up through text message. Bro, who was your man? I'm like, don't talk to me. Go on his page.
Hey, let's go.
I'm not. I told you, bro. I put everybody on, and when people see, man, like, you know, I got a good following on my personal page on the Black POV. That's just getting started. But when they see me interacting with other people, like, you know, I'm military, so I get a lot of people watching what I'm doing. Now they say, "Oh, who the ball?" They say, "Who's the ball-headed dude that you was talking to the other day?" So, yeah, that's my man. The podcast, bro.
You feel me? Hey, man, random tangent. This was like the last piece of this was the last thing holding me back. The last thing. Yeah, man, because my hair was thinning.
You said you didn't want to be in front of the camera, right?
Bro, your boy had the McDonald's M going on. You feel me? Like, COVID came, and when I tell you, I couldn't. Yeah, there was no hiding it, dog. People not seeing barbers. Like, it was out of there, bro. Like, I'll never forget. Yo, look, quick little story time for you. I remember when I cut it off. I remember, like, I thought maybe, hey, I'm gonna go see a dermatologist. It's random. I'm gonna see a dermatologist, see if I can shake it back. They wanted pictures of my head, bro. Yo, my wife is taking photos of all angles of my head. I am 6'2", 6'3". If you see me in person, I'm a tall dude, right? So no one is seeing the top of my head. Like, that does not happen, dog. The side, when I was younger, I had waves. So, like, I still had the waves on the side. So I'm thinking, oh, shit, I'm still popping up here, right? Dog, when I tell you, my wife took that photo when she showed me the top of my head. There was no waves fish, fool. There was none. I was out of there, like for real. No, I was like, oh no, this comes off. This comes off today. I called my other friend who's bald. I called my other bald homie. Shout out to my boy Bald Head Beats. And I was like, hey, bro, bring the clippers. We got to cut this off, man. We are done. We are done.
Have you ever? I got a secret, bro. It's called sulfur. Now, if you use sulfur, it's come in the yellow tube. Sulfur, bring it all back, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You ever want it back? I don't know,
man. I ain't gonna lie, man. At first, I thought about it, and then, like, I already had this. Like, I already had the beard, and that's what I was kind of. People remembered me from my beard, not my hair. So it's just kind of like, you know what, man? I'm gonna just Ross it. It's all good. Take it out. You feel me? I already got the big glasses. It is what it is. Hey, yo. Oh, wait, time out. Oh, no. Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, no.
You got it? Did you get it?
No Kales. No Kales. Oh, no. Flag on the play.
Yeah, flag, bro.
Flag, dog. Flag. Like, no, we not messing with Kales, bro.
All right, well, we gonna replace Kales with Tyrese. We gonna replace him with Tyrese.
Yeah, I do black tie when he's not crying.
Yeah, I was about to say Tyrese cried too much for me, bro. He cried too much.
Dang, I got all the bad references.
Oh man, but okay. Which is fun. This is fun. This is fun, y'all. This is why I like doing this, man. But I don't want to get off subject. I don't want to get off subject. I do want to say this, y'all. The moral of the story: if you're gonna do it to the best of your ability. You never know who's watching you, and one of the most powerful things in whatever you do is your reputation. Like whether whatever you're doing goes off without a hitch or you mess up somewhere, you feel me? I've had plenty of podcasts that I've recorded and was like, yo, I ain't feeling the sound. I'm not feeling how it looks. I'm not feeling this. You know what? We got to redo it. And I've had situations where I really wanted the interview to go well and had to do the redo. And the person didn't want to do the redo. So that's just one person that I'm not going to talk to. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. You got to learn how to accept that. But in all things that you're doing, just show up. Because the people that's watching you are watching you for a reason. They see you as what they would like to be if they just took that step. And I take it like this, man. And I'm a kind of move on to the next part of the subject. People are watching you. You don't know who, but people are watching you. So the way I see it, make the story interesting. Keep them entertained, and that's it.
Always.
So the next part of this, I had a pretty interesting day, right? So. Hold on real quick. Shameless plug. Success ain't random. We turn talkers into doers and we make average into extraordinary. If that's something that resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Being the host of that podcast, being the man behind that brand, I truly, y'all, I want to be transparent. I literally try my best to work on whatever areas I got messed up, right? So I'm saying all that to segue. So I'm going to see a counselor, right? I got some built up childhood trauma that's starting to rear its ugly head because I'm a lot of things are happening, opportunities are popping up, and I ain't gonna lie, your boy kind of feels like he shouldn't be getting those opportunities, like for real. I literally be thinking that like it's the wrong person, and I worry about dropping the ball. So this is some stuff that I'm like, yo, it's taken away from my sleep. I got to get this fixed, right?
Yeah.
I said all that to say this. I called up my EAP at my job, and I needed to get like a code so I could see a counselor. I got on the phone with this young lady, and she wanted to do a questionnaire. Now, y'all, I'm at work when this is going on. So she wants to ask me about all the stuff that I'm like feeling anxiety about while I'm at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm looking at her like, no, like, what are you talking about? I don't want to know. But nevertheless, it's a protocol. So I went ahead and did it. I found a quiet room and I did it. Now, this is where things get interesting. Like, I'm gonna put it out right here. I'm telling this young lady all of what I got going on, and she asked me about the podcast, like, what's it about? And I tell her, like, hey, it's about being the best version of yourself. And when I say it, I laugh. That is my natural response to anything that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna anything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giggling. I'm a gig because I'm a downplay it. That's my natural response. Yeah. That's my defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, like when I did that, she said, hey, if you would have just answered the question, you know, I just would have been like, oh, okay, cool. But since you laughed, and she's like, I think I know why you laughed at it. You got me scratching my head a bit. And I was like, well, why are you scratching your head? She's like, because why did you laugh? Like, you know, like what was the reason? And I said, it's nothing personal. It's just, you know, I explained it. And then I'm gonna tell you something, man. One of the best things you could do, and worst things, is ask God to use you, because you don't know what He's using you for, right?
Exactly.
Right. It's never a dull moment. In that instant, I started explaining to her what the podcast is about and what made me do it, what made me start it. Like, gave it a little rundown, quick little 2-3 minute little rundown. And the lady got super quiet on the phone. Like, y'all, I was confused. I legit, like, I thought that the phone cut out. Like, I was like, yeah, man, you know. So started this podcast, been wanting to do it since 2009. Made 31, was like, yo, I don't like how my life is. I really want to improve. I owe it to everybody around me, the people that I care about, and myself. Like, let's go. The first step I'm going to do is start this podcast. And it trickled off into everything else I do in my life. Said that. Yo, she got on the phone and she said, man, you never know who's on the other end of these calls. You never know who's on the other end of these calls.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you right now that this particular conversation was God sent, because you just said something that I needed to hear.
Yeah, that's right.
The young lady never told me what I said, but she made it very clear that it was it applied to something that she was going through personally. So when I told her that, hey, I realized that we all got a purpose. We all got a part to play. And the second that you ask God to use you, you're now a part of the grand mission, right? So the cool part is everybody's purpose intertwines with one another. So the second that you're not the best version of yourself, you not striving to just level up and get better and be the best version of yourself, bro, is kind of doing a disservice to the entire system. Because any person that you're supposed to run into and meet, you don't know how many other blessings you are stalling by not working on what you got to work on right now. So I'm gonna drop a bomb for myself on that one.
Go ahead. That's right, because we are vessels, bro. We are vessels, and a lot of people don't realize that. You know, I tell people, if you really believe in God, God uses everybody to get a message to you. It could be somebody as simple that you don't even know, like you just stated. Like, I talk to students now. You know, I do financial aid. I help students get, you know, the funds they need to go to school. And so I'll talk to a student, and a random student will say something to me that I know that was from God. Like, God will say things to me through other people. So we are all vessels, man. And like I said, He'll let you know if something's right. He'll let you know if something's wrong. So you just got to really have that relationship with God, which I always stress people to, you know, try to get a relationship with God so we can stop hitting the reset button. You keep hitting the reset button, you're not going to get to the purpose in your life, man. How many bombs you dropping today, bro? How
It's gonna be a lot of bombs tonight. It's gonna be a lot of bombs tonight.
Man,
I gotta.
being honest, man. Like when I tell you, I can't wait to start my podcast, bro. Like I just really want to tell people, and like I'ma just keep it a stack, man. Like I told you, I was raised in the church, but I wanted to be part of the street so bad, man, so bad, you know. And it was just a lifestyle. And then I realized God was like, you know, so I was diagnosed with diabetes. I had kidney disease. And for God to bless me with a transplant on Thanksgiving Day, bro, that was nobody but God. So I know he got me on this earth for a reason. So, and when they see me all tatted up and everything, they're like, man, what you know about God? I'm like, let me come holler at you real quick. Let me talk to you and tell you what he can really do for you. You could still be out here, have fun, but you got a purpose in this lifetime, bro. And and when God talk to you and wants you to say something to somebody else, don't hold it back, because you messing up somebody else's blessing. So when it comes through, you make sure it get to that next person. You heard of pay it forward. Pay it forward is actually really by God to me, man. You paying it forward.
Facts.
I like said about being in the church, but like wanting to be in the streets. Like this, is what a lot of people don't understand about.
Oh, my man is far away.
A relationship with God first and foremost, and then you know what I'm saying, just being a Christian in general. Like God died for sinners, right? That's the first point I want to make. He died not for good people, not for the perfect person, not for the, you know what I'm saying, what you think a Christian is, or what you think a man
facts.
God is. He died for the sinner, that the person that the child molester, the murderer, the drug dealer, the you know what I'm saying, all of them, the worst of the worst is who he died for, right? So guess what? The worst of the worst are still the people that he's going to use to speak to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
facts. You did. So when people understand that, they'll understand.
I had to hit him.
Yeah. Once people understand that, then they'll understand a little bit more about when God is speaking to them, how they can be used to help somebody else and stuff like that. Because a lot of people feel like, I'm not worth it. It's not me. It can't be me. You know what I'm saying? But it's you. Right. It's you, bro. That's right. You
I feel like that's the trick of the mind, man. That's the devil's playground right there. Is that doubt? You feel me? Like, I heard that. I once heard in church. I've heard this a couple times, that God loves to use people who are not the perfect painting of what you would think should be in the position they're in, because he wants to show the full extent of his power.
That's
right.
I mean? That's in the book. Go cop that book. It's in the book. It's in the book. I'm trying to tell you, the person that has the most skeletons in their closet, the person that has the worst mouth, the person that has done the most dirt, he will take that person, and the society's gonna judge them. They're gonna judge them, and then he's gonna turn around and they're gonna say, "Well, why are you talking about God when he used to do all of that?" And then God gonna turn that person's life around. They're gonna be like, "What? What? Yeah. Nobody but God at the end of the day. God. Nobody, bro. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? That moment of silence real quick.
That's right. I told you. It's crazy, man. We just ran back into this because we were talking about this last night off the air. Like, it was. When the pastor told me, I said, Pastor, when people see me, they judge me because I'm all tatted up. He was like, the kids are gonna be attracted as soon as they see that. They're gonna get attached to you because they're gonna think you part of the streets. And when you part of the streets, you could bring them in.
There you go.
So you have to look at it. You got to look at it in a positive way.
Yeah, man. Like yo, I would tell you, like, my lingo is the thing that has people listen to me, especially kids. Like when I'm in these rooms, man, and I'm talking with some of these patients, whether it be like SI patients or You know what I mean? Just some kids that are like, you know, they keep making bad decisions. They about to go to a behavior placement or something like that. Like, they listen because it's like I talk to them. Not I ain't gonna say on their level. I talk to them like I've been where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yo, people really sit there and they take things for granted. Yo, these kids not stupid. They can smell a fraud way
They do.
better than
That's
you
right.
think. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
I remember asking shout out to my boy High Hefner. I was doing an interview with him, and I asked him like, how do you think we reach the youth? And he was like, I think to reach the youth, you have to understand the youth. You got to get down on their level. You got to like be able to understand what these young dudes is actually going through for real. Because we only speaking on a lot of people. Mostly are just speaking on what they think they're going through, not really taking that time out to like hear them out, hear about their experiences. You know what I mean? To even know what type of advice to give them. It's crazy that we're talking about all this because the second part of this subject, of this topic that I want to add, the conversation I want to talk to y'all about, was this. When that lady told me that, I told her, I was like, well, you know what? I was like, man, look at God, man. God bless you, man. I'm just happy that I was able to be used. And you know, if we cross paths again one day, you don't have to tell me that what exactly what was going on in your life at that time, but just tell me, hey, I got that. And you know, we laughed about it and we got off the phone, but I wanna tie it all in and give them a nice little bow with it. The power, like, okay, you know they watching you. You should always show up. That leads to the if you got influence, you then have a responsibility that comes with it. You know what I mean? A lot of times I feel like we push for popularity or fame, success. And even if we're not pushing for the popularity, like with success that comes along with it, but people don't a lot of people don't be ready for the responsibility that comes along with that position, right?
That's right.
When you got influence, man, you got to move in a certain way, bro. Like, yo, y'all think this is easy? Yo, newsflash. Doing this podcast, being the man behind success ain't random. Dog, you know how hard that fall would be if I slip up and make a bad choice. And you know how many people would laugh, criticize, talk? Dog, they would try to railroad me.
Right.
You feel me? Oh, look at him. He cheating on his wife. They call him success ain't random. Huh, they ain't nothing successful about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nuts. Yo, you got to really ask yourself, do you want that? Do you want those problems? Do you want those eyes on you all the time?
And that goes back to accountability, like yesterday. As a brother, like I said, as I keep the culture together, I hold you accountable for you chopping it up with me and telling me that you're holding it down for your family, but you cheating on your wife. So I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
So that's what I think we have to do as a culture. Even if, you know, I'm meeting somebody for the first time. When I talked to you the first time, you told me you was about this. Now I see you moving differently. So we got to be accountable in everything we do.
Exactly.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
So that's why. And when you build your circle, man, when you have your circle, make sure your circle tight. Because I really don't rock with nobody that's not really about what they talking about. I don't do, you know, in my podcast, I'll be talking about the types of men that are out there. You know, you have the person that dreams but never gets to where he's supposed to go because he's just leading people. He's trying to get people to follow him, but he's never doing anything. Yeah. So you have to watch those people, man. Unless people are really doing it, I really don't rock with you, man. I'm a businessman.
Yeah, man. I noticed. I had like. Oh, go ahead, Spec. I don't want to just keep on talking. Oh, I think he froze. Did he freeze?
Spec, hey. Spec over there looking fly the whole time.
The whole time. Crispy. You feel me?
My bad.
Hey, that could be his Instagram picture right there, bro. Hey, go ahead and snap that picture.
My man Spec, my man
But
Spec
now,
was
bro, like
from.
artists, man, like,
Yo.
always hear people talk about, I want to link up, I want to make this song, I want to do this, but the follow up is important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The follow up is very, very, very important. You know what I'm saying? The work ethic is important, like you said, bro. But on another note, I really want to touch on what you said about like the brand and you know what I'm saying, how serious it is and how people will view you if you fail. But not even just failure. Once you get to a certain level of success, you know what I'm saying, that still comes with scrutiny. You dig what I'm saying? Because you cannot go backwards after that. You know what I'm saying? And not even just that. Once you get to that certain level of success, now you got people purposely trying to tear you down. That's a whole different level, man.
Yeah.
And that's for me personally, that was a big thing for me. That held my career to the back for a long time because I was like, I want to be a normal person. I want to go to the mall. I want to go to the movies. I want to go on a date. I don't want people in my face. I don't like signing autographs. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm serious. I don't like none of that. But
that's
at
funny.
the same time, what are we doing it for? Are we doing it to be somewhat successful? Are we doing it to make, a couple hundred, a couple thousand here? Or are we here to push the envelope and to bring it to the highest level so that we can inspire the people under us, you know what I'm saying, so that we can be a part of history, so that we could be a part of change, so that we could be a part of evolution? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing it for real?
Yeah,
so
man.
You gotta take that responsibility. It comes with it. It comes with it.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. Yeah. Like,
For sure.
I can agree with you on that. There was a point in time when I was doing Lifted Parody, when we were doing LP, like I literally just I used to tell people, yo, I like creating. I'm glad that you think it's dope, but I don't want all that attention. Like just hey, love the product, pay us, and I'm in the win. Like I don't want you knowing. I don't want you knowing who I am. I don't want you knowing what I do. Yeah. Like if in a perfect world, bro, I could go to Well, I don't go to Walmart like that. I could go to Target. I could go, just move and groove and move out, and nobody would know. Nobody would really be like. Nobody would be tripping. But I had to check myself with that.
Right.
Yo. How much impact do you want? Because there's a certain level of impact where you can't be behind the camera no more.
Well, I need all of it though. I need all the smoke.
You feel me?
I want all the smoke.
I want all the smoke.
Because I want all the smoke because God ain't put me on this earth just to be MA. He ain't put me on this earth just to be MA. He said, I got something for you to do. I put you through trials and tribulations. Now go tell people that's going through their trials and tribulations how I can save them. So if I get to 10,000 followers, I don't care about followers. It's who I touch. If I only touch 5 people out of those 10,000 followers, then that's all that matters. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I could care less about a follower. I care about somebody seeing me and say, hey, bro, I was hearing you the other day and you actually blessed me, man. And I'm thankful that I heard what you said. That's all that matters to me. The money and all of that don't matter to me, honestly. Because like you said, when you get to a stat, I used to tell my dad this, and this may be off topic. I used to play basketball. And the Russell Westbrook comment when he said, what? Remember that? And I couldn't answer those questions, though the reporters do, because my mouth is too slick. I couldn't just sit up there and take what they say to me. So I'm going to just do my part in this world and keep it moving.
Hey, yo, side note, I need to get that sound effect. I need to get that sound bite. I'm definitely getting that sound bite. But yeah, man, nah. That's it. I think anybody that chases impact and serving, like y'all touched on earlier, you're gonna always go in the right direction. There'll always be like that's how you should definitely lead. I mean, if you chasing just the popularity or the money, I'm not saying you won't be successful, but you're not really about to make a difference, and that's the difference. Like I look at it like this, man. We don't know when our story gonna end. We don't know when that book gonna close, but my thing is, man, I would love to see the highlights of how many people's lives I touched whenever that book does close. You feel me?
Exactly.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, bro. The responsibilities of that influence. You know, it's a heavy one, and I think before people really try to push to be in a certain position or seat, they need to do the work in themselves and check themselves, which leads me back to me saying, hey, I'm going to counseling and all this good stuff. Because you can't be pouring into people if you're not equipped to pour into nobody.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
drop a bomb. Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb.
Drop a bomb on
Drop a
yourself.
bomb.
I was gonna lay off the bomb, but
Drop a bomb.
you know what I'm
How can
saying?
you pour into other people and you gotta pour into yourself till your cup is full, man. And it ain't even gotta be full, but at least to the, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's right.
Wait, I gotta stop you. Hey, man. We have it wrong. Anybody who tells you, and this ain't no knock on UMA, but because I had this wrong too. Somebody, I saw this on Instagram. It was I think it was Love and Hip Hop or something. I don't know, a show that I don't watch. but a young lady said this. She said, "What's in my cup is for me.
Yeah.
Whatever I pour into you, it comes from the overflow."
Oh, okay. Got
Now, as quick as simple as that comment was, bro, it's levels. It's so deep because you can't have who do you get an overflow from? The man upstairs. Right? You get an overflow from the man upstairs. So at the end of the day, man, I gotta make sure I'm connected. I gotta make sure I'm always working on myself. I gotta make sure that I'm keeping myself in check. You feel what I'm saying? That I'm not speaking out of turn. You know, y'all. This may make it into the episode, but I said a prayer before we even started. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I want to make sure that I'm not talking out of turn. I'm not gonna lie.
That's right.
Sometimes I might start feeling myself and think I'm on a roll and want to throw something in there that I'm not even supposed to throw in there. Maybe it's prematurely, right?
That's right.
But when I heard that young lady said that it made so much sense. The overflow is what you pour into other people, because you know at that point you're gonna always be full, and if you're always full, then that means you are in a perfect state to be stewarding to other people. You can't be stewarding to other people and you're missing some. You feel me? Because you're gonna try to fill that void with something. You can't operate. There's no way. We're humans. We can't operate not full. Yeah. So that void is going to be filled with something. It might not be something super malicious, but it's maybe something that'll deter you from your purpose. And that's something that you should always keep in mind. So stay connected, stay directed, and let that clarity flow through, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that.
You feel me? So
I look at overflow kind of. I look at my way as like when I see a homeless person. Now I know that I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I take care of this and that. If I see a homeless person, I'll say, okay, God has blessed me with enough. Let me see if they had a meal. Let me see if they have something that they need. That's when I know I have overflow. I can bless somebody that I see that really needs it. You know, so yeah, overflow can be something else, such as somebody needs some tools or somebody needs a utensil, something. Overflow can actually be anything that you have extra of, so that somebody else may need. So overflow definitely.
Spec, you gonna say something?
No, bro. I got a question.
Go ahead.
So,
man.
we talked about
Go ahead.
entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
And we also talked about a little bit of mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, as an entrepreneur, how do you guys deal with the negativity that comes behind it? As far as, let's say, if you're an innovator, which we need more innovators, because like you said, we got a lot of people that's trying to do what we're already doing, and they want to be spoon fed and things of that nature. But what we really need is innovators. We need people that are doing new things, that are moving the culture, that are helping us evolve, right? So if you're an innovator
Yeah.
and you're not doing what everybody else is doing,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get a lot of flack. You're gonna get a lot of pushback. You're gonna get a lot of people telling you, "Don't do this. This is not a good idea. You don't see A, B, C, D doing this. This is not the place to be or the idea to have." Right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys personally deal with the pushback that comes with your career, your what you're doing as an entrepreneur and things of that nature?
I'll knock mine out real quick, bro, and I'll tell you this: your mindset is everything. I can talk to you all day. I can talk to both of y'all, and I can hear what you say.
Yeah.
When I leave right now, and I don't know what time it is, but I'm gonna still be up in another 2 hours because I got a mission, bro. My mindset is you got to get it because ain't nobody else coming to save you, Mike. Nobody. So at the end of the day, my mindset is everything. I could care less when I walk out this door what anybody say to me. And that's just how I look at it because God already told me what I'm meant to do. So your mindset is everything, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll say when it comes to me, bro, like I'll be honest with you. I don't really let it bother me. So maybe I'm a bit weird in this, but I think most, no, all. We talked about this yesterday or the other day. My days is running together. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic, and I have faith. Like God gave me a vision for where He say he sees. I see my life going. Like I have had confirmation on it multiple times. So I don't let the chatter get to me because you're not living the story that I'm living. It may be crazy to you, but it's gonna make a miracle for me. You know what I mean? And the one thing you gotta also realize is this: like this goes for anybody trying to do anything that's a little bit out of the box. Why not you? Why not you?
Exactly.
Like, okay, cool. It's on it. This ain't how it's done. Okay, well, so that means I'll be the first to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be confident in what you're doing. You got to be confident in how you walking. When I was back in Lake Charles bussing tables, like before LP was even a thing, bro, before I was even really that like in the streetwear like that, when it was starting to when like I knew I was gonna do something. I knew. I didn't know what. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I didn't know what that thing was gonna be at the time, right? But I knew it was gonna be something, and that's all that mattered, right? Oh shoot, we lost him. It's all good. He gonna call back. He'll call back. But yeah, man, that's all it is. Like, now watch. This is the cool part. We gonna. It's all good. It's all good, man. Stop me from going on a tangent for real. But yeah, man, as an entrepreneur, you got to be confident in whatever it is you're doing. If you have a vision, for anything, and just because it's not the norm, doesn't mean it doesn't have a place in the marketplace. Now we about to get into this business bag real quick. Understand something, y'all. You know how many people there are in the world? Like for a second, like I'm about to you asked about it, so we gonna get into it. Like, bro, if you like something, I can guarantee you there's at least 100 people that like the same thing. Okay. It's never really about does it have a place in the marketplace? Right? And this is my belief. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's does it have a place in the marketplace of whatever it is you're doing. I think it's more so the idea of how do you get it in front of the right people?
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Now, understand something. You got competition because there's tons of people doing something similar, but not what you're doing. But the marketplace is flooded with those people. You just got to figure out how to make it that dope to where it pierces through the fluff. That's it. That's it.
But let me say this real quick. I don't want to be a trend. One thing I don't want to be is a trend where they know you and then you disappear. You're gone. So you want to make sure that sticks, whatever you have. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't want to be a trend. Whatever I come out with, you know, I don't want it to be, oh, remember back in 2022 he dropped blah, 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 and now where is he? You know? So
well, that's where the consistency comes in. But as long as you, because with as you're being consistent in whatever it is you're doing, I honestly feel like that creativity is going to always pour out. So you're going to have more ideas. You're going to have more innovation. And the whole time you're staying consistent, just keep dropping them. Keep putting out the podcast episodes. Keep coming up with the new ways that you can put out content. Maybe you do hop on something trendy. Maybe you do it. Maybe you hop on a trend. That doesn't make you trendy. Yeah. You just hopped on a trend because you actually like the trend, right? Yeah. The next one I might not like, so I might not rock with it. But whatever it is, you're still making yourself present in the marketplace. I have a problem with people that complain about, oh man, I can't do nothing on Instagram. Oh man, I can't drop no podcast. Oh man, I can't start a clothing. Oh man, I can't do music. Man, all this stuff trash. Man, I do better. Okay, well, where's yours? Where's your podcast? Where's your music? Where's your clothing line? And then whenever the excuses keep coming out about why they can't do it, I don't want to hear why you can't do it because it's very simple. Success is a simple concept. Very simple concept. But the simplest concepts are always the hardest to do. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you got to realize this generation has several resources. You can go Google anything you want to. You can YouTube anything you want right now and finish it in a week or two.
It's a computer. It's a computer. It's a computer. You know what I mean? It's definitely a computer in your hand. Oh, my boy. I think Spec going out again. There we go. Yeah, my man about to go out again. It's all good. It's all good. Well, hold up. I'm gonna wait till you gonna fix? It's gonna fix?
There we go.
Yeah, you shaking back. There you go.
Yeah, he's back. He back.
Ooh, I just thought of another soundbite I need. Man, look.
You gotta get them sound bites real quick.
Bro, look, I need that Russell Westbrook, and I also need that welcome back. Yeah. That boy has definitely froze to oblivion. All right. Yeah. Yo, this was a real one. This was a real one, man.
For real.
You know what? You know how we do at the end of these. I like to tie it up in a nice little bow for y'all. So let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I cut my stuff off. What am I doing? And the Spec just froze. There you go. He done dipped off. Man, hey, we back. Look, Wi-Fi, man. It is what it is, bro. Devil hating on the conversation, but it's all good. We are back. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, you know how we do at the end of these. I like to tie it up in a nice little bow for y'all. Yeah, man. Look, at the end of the day, whatever you doing, whatever dream you pursuing, whatever goal you going after, business or creative, you got to remember one thing. You do not know who is watching you. So you got to show up every time, man. It's a responsibility that you hold as a creator, as an innovator, as a leader, as a thought provoker. You should focus on impact. A lot of times I hear people talk about the conversation of, man, our youth this and the future that. You got to understand, you got to pour into them. And the best way to pour into them is lead by example. I had to drop a bomb for that one. But yeah, man, nevertheless, I want to leave y'all on that note. Please, by all means, when you're pursuing something, make sure that you are right with yourself. Make sure that you know that you're coming from a pure place, and do the work. Make sure that glass that you pouring out of is full at all times, because you don't want to be giving toxic water to young, impressionable minds. We told you about what happened with Miss Zoe and her multiple businesses and great brand, man. And that's the youth. That's the future that we are all trying to get to, that we're trying to tap into, that we're trying to inspire and pour into. And I guarantee you, when you check her records, you check her circle, she had people in her circle that was making sure she was getting fed the right things, man. So, man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Yo, man, it's your boy V-Nail J. You already know what it is. Success ain't random, neither are you. Turn targets into doers, make average into extraordinary. Let's go. Man, hey, yo, I'm going to go bring it up to my boy Spec. Hey, man, let them know where they can find you, bro.
Hey, what's good, man? It's Spec 2 Dope, forever young till the sun done. You know what I'm saying? At Spec 2 Dope on every single platform, even on PlayStation Network. If you play Call of Duty, I'm talking about Warzone or Dragon Ball Z. Hit your boy up. I'm fresh.
All right, and May, I'm bringing it to you, my man. Tell them where they can find you, bro.
You already know the Black POV podcast or Styles by MA. Or you can catch me on Bookshop for my book, 31 Days of Prayer. And the second one dropping this summer. Not this summer, I apologize. The end of this year, Crazy Faith. Stay tuned, man.
Man, drop one of Nikki air horns one time. Man, that is it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, peace.
We reap what we sowing. To be peaceful, you gotta know violence. Keep it low, please don't cause a commotion. My response to the Levian ruins, and really not sure that's your type of promotion. We up early on road, rolling. Hog the lane and our ball, we ain't bowling. In 16, I hopped off in the Ford. Headed to Texas, not sure where I'm going. I'm the coldest on earth, bring the wind just to out them LaFaz. They see my devotion.